Hey Lovebugs, welcome back to the channel. It is LoveSense here, and I am so excited to finally be showing you guys the builds for Newcrest. But before I get to that, I just wanted to say thank you guys for supporting the last video. I hope you guys enjoyed the family. I had a lot of fun creating them and the supporting characters for them. We did also settle on a name for the save. It is going to be known as Robin's Web, and I feel like it fits perfectly because if you're not aware, Robin is kind of the central focus of our story that expands the three worlds: Willow Creek, Oasis Springs, and Newcrest, and the walls are closing in. The more the save file is being developed, the more characters are, coming out. It's very clear that Robin is under fire and from many different directions. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and get into Newcrest because we have a lot to talk about. So the first thing we're going to look at is the Fire Pig restaurant. So this is the family restaurant of the Chin family. It's just one of the businesses that they own. I am so in love with this. This is the first build that I created when I came to the world of Newcrest, and I don't even know what made me make it, but it's kind of what set everything in motion. If you remember from the last video, I said there's always that first build that kind of sparks the entire save, and that's what this build was for the world of Newcrest. But when you come inside, this is what everything looks like. We've got our little host station right here, just some restrooms to the side, and then the actual dining room slash kitchen back here. I'm not really sure what's going on with the windows, why they're glitched out like that. It could be the camera mode that I'm in because the whole kitchen is missing except for this. Oh, okay, that was weird. I guess it's just the way that I'm operating the camera. I am using the freehand version, but I love it. The kitchen's very clean and neat and tidy. We're touring this at nighttime because this area, I just feel like I wish you could play it at night because I feel like it would really set the tone and the atmosphere for um what I'm doing here, but I don't know, maybe you can use, if you use G shade or reshade, you could do something that would make it pretty dark and heavy because that's kind of the vibe, at least for this area of town. But yeah, this is the bar room and it's kind of the hot spot for this place. Um, a lot of meetings and things take place here. And if you go out this back door, it just takes you out to the trash area and then a small fountain. So that is this build. We're going to jump on over. Okay, so here we are at the Chin's Weekly Rate Motel. I'm going to have a different name for it, but I wanted that because I wanted you guys to know what this is. There is going to be one occupancy, and I'm going to tell you a bit about who I have lined up for that. He will be in the game, he'll be in the save, but I think he's going to be a character that's not in the world. So, or maybe you could create him. That's up to you, but I will have him created, I think, and just kind of put him in the bin, like a bin or something. But anyways, this is the motel. Chin purchased this on his own. I wanted it to look more rundown, but it's really hard to kind of make things look like that in the base game. So it does still kind of give off a more cheap um, price tag to me for a build, but it's not the most gross thing, and I guess his family would probably want it like that. Since we don't have actual pets, I thought this was really cute. It just looks like the dog is kind of chilling on the front porch. Now, all of these look the same. I wanted to give you guys the option to furnish them, like, add some personal touches. It is a motel, so I felt like they should look the same. But if you want to, he is supplying these rooms to them. They are paying him a weekly rent, so they can kind of personalize them. If you guys are playing them and you want to add some things in here for them, you can. Just kind of try not to put things in the walls and stuff like a regular apartment would be. But yeah, so this is what they look like. They just have a small TV, a little couch, the bed. One of them has their bat out already. They all kind of have that. And then we have the little kitchenette here. No stoves or anything, but they can have a mini fridge and a microwave, and then their closets and their bathroom. So that's what's going on with that building. Then we have the actual warehouse. The warehouse is another place that's supposed to be clean, but it's really just a front. Aiden runs it. They have a trucking company. He's responsible for running it. So this is what he's telling his family is kind of the day job. I feel like his parents run the restaurant during the day, but he kind of oversees, financial matters because he's the young one and he's very smart. And so they kind of let him keep the books and things like that. But his quote unquote day job is supposed to be the warehouse. Um, this was a sugar factory at one point, and it's empty now. His parents never come out here. They simply just don't have the time. They're either traveling to Komarevi to visit family or take care of business there because his dad is in business, or they're working at the family restaurant, whichever. So when you come in here, um, oops, as you can see, we have the we have a couple of trucks here. There's Aiden's car. He also has that truck there, and then we have another truck here. So, the people who drive the trucks, like, they are criminals as well. I feel like it's the three boys that live, that are in his gang. I feel like they're the drivers, and so he's able to say, "Hey, I'm supplying the drivers with a home space, and they're running the trucks for us." But really, again, it's all a cover. So when you come in here, this is where they keep all of their stolen goods. And this is what I meant when I say the warehouse is, they're trying to figure out places. They got big plans. They're trying to, collect on some things. So he is going to have a girlfriend. I feel like that little pink inflatable chair is hers. This is kind of their hangout spot, but it's also where Aiden lives. And so, yeah, they've stole some paintings. They've got the broken teller machine there. They've got some statues. He is very much into kickboxing, and he has his bat in there for protection as well. He's kind of an active sim. This is their forgery station. So he's kind of been working on his art skills so he can forge some paintings as well. He's stolen a necklace here. He's got some money by the bed, some more here, kind of his go bag. There's his phone. More artwork. He's got a pipe there in case he needs to use it. And a baseball bat. And then over, if you look around this way, they've just got more money, some cell phones. They play video games here, gold bars, drinks, takeout food from the restaurant. This is the hacking space. This is where Aiden kind of, he does what he does as far as like hacking companies and the government and stuff like that. So more money over here, some chips, things like that, computer chips. This is just a card table. They play cards. Like I said, it's a hangout. They stole the sign. I think he has a thing for neon signs. They're not valuable, but it's nice to decorate the place with. So more artwork, just random junk. This table, they're currently planning their next heist. And then this is the little kitchen here. This room in here is pretty much empty. They have a few things stored in there. We could store some more, but they're just trying to expand the business. They're in the process of expanding the business. This in here is just the bathroom. We're going to go on out. I'm just going to go to the wall here because I don't feel like coming out and going back in. But yeah, it's the loading bay for the trucks. And then when you come in here, I left this empty because if you're playing this family or this storyline, I wanted to give you guys some options to turn this into whatever you want it to be for them. And then in here, also completely cleaned out except for the old cupcake machine and some flowers. So Um, yeah, it's getting kind of hot on this lot. So we got to figure out something else. But that is this one. We're going to go back into map view and we'll go over to this neighborhood. We'll just start at the public library. I think that would probably be the best. But I hope you guys are liking the storyline so far. It's really, I was having such a hard time coming up with ideas and how to connect Birdie and all that. And I'm still not sure how she knows Chin exactly. Aiden, I keep calling him Chin. I don't know why. But yeah. So this is our public library. I really, really like how this library turned out, especially for a base game library. I think it looks really good. It fits nice in this area. Trying to move a little bit quicker. Let me just come closer. Okay. Because I want you guys to get like an overview. So yeah, this is what we have. We've got a telescope out here, some chess tables, and we're moving slow again. Screw it, a little picnic table for you to sit outside and read if you want to. Now we'll go down and go in. I know it's slow, but this is just how I like to tour my builds, kind of as if this we're the Sims and we're walking in. It just is a viewpoint that I like to showcase my builds. So when you first come inside, we've just got the little reception desk. There are some books here. I feel like at my local library, they have these weekend bags that kids can take home, and it has like a book and a game or something like that. I imagine that's kind of what the little toddler books are over there, for kind of a similar program here. It looks like she has a couple books to put away, but that's basically it. And then there's a bathroom right there. And then over here, it just, a library, just a regular library. We have the observatory out there. And I think that's it. If you continue through here, we have just a small little break room for whoever. You guys can grab a cup of coffee in here. The refrigerators and stuff is kind of off limit. You can get a tea. You can sit and chat in here um, with your friends or whatever. And then in this room, we just have the kids' space. So little play area. I feel like they can have story time here on the weekends. Maybe they can play with the little dollhouse and stuff like that. If it's raining, we got some more taller books over here, some activity tables. I just wanted a place for them to be able to come maybe after school or on the weekends or whenever. A desk to do some homework maybe. And then finally, the little science tables out here where they can kind of be as messy as they want to. And that is it for this build, but I really, really like it. So I hope you guys do too. And then I guess we can go over to this one too, because I do want you to see the interior part of the build and we'll need to actually load into the lot. So this is the Newcrest Cemetery. I wanted to have a place. I was kind of working on this at the announcement of Life and Death. So it's been that long since I've been back in this save working on it and everything. But I was just thinking about, we got ghosts and all that in the update. And I just felt like, okay, we need something. So this is what it looks like on the exterior view. And I'll kind of just tour it overhead. I like what I did with this a lot. So we've got some of these are a little bit personalized with, you see the rows there. I left the space open in case you want to add some gravestones in. These are, you can put your urns in here if you want to. And I just put one pedestal thing in here, but if you want to put like a husband and wife in here or even a family, you can add some extra pedestals to accomplish that. But yeah, these are considered, I think, the pet grave sites, if I'm not mistaken. We've just got this little fishing hole back here, a picnic table and a grill because I think it was necessary for it. But yeah. Um, You could possibly fit some stuff. Yeah, I put a little pathway, so you could put someone there too. You could probably even put something right here. I try to leave some spaces because I don't know if these delete. No, these are the pet ones. These are supposed to be the pet ones back here. Oh, there's a little cat there. I forgot I did that. And then same thing over here, just some more pedestals for you to place your urns if you want. And then when you go into the build, this is where you can have your funerals. So we do have the little we I guess they're preparing for one, and you can see the sim that we're whose life we're celebrating here on the wall. I put it there so that you guys could kind of see what the purpose of this was. I do feel like maybe I'm trying to decide if I want Oliver's wife to be passed for a while now, or is it a fresh thing and this is her funeral that they're preparing for. I haven't quite decided on that. You guys can let me know what you think would be more interesting to play through. But I do kind of want him to find love again, and I feel like it would take him some time to grieve her. So, and he doesn't have a lot of time. So, I was thinking that maybe it would be best if she's been gone for a while, and so now he can actually pursue love um guilt free, but I'll let you guys decide. So that is that build. And then finally we will come over. I had previously built this and then I ended up redoing it because this looks so much better. The other one, it wasn't giving like it should have gave. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, let's go ahead and go into free camera mode so you can see. I wanted to put a little play park in this neighborhood, so we have that here, little sandbox, some monkey bars, a little picnic table and grill, and a couple flower boxes. And then this house is so small. I literally think this is like a 10 by 12 or something like that, but the house turned out really nice. I think it has 2 to 3 bedrooms, if I'm not mistaken. So I was able to get quite a bit in here. And then these houses are long. They seem big because they look long. Y'all, I'm trying to figure out the best way to go about this. The cameras are not working. My friend was telling me about the WASD keys, but I'm not good at that either. So we're just going to go back to the old school. It's not the best, but it's my way, and it's been working for me so far. Ooh, we're stuck in the tree. But yeah, so we have this house. This is another one of the larger ones. I'm hoping I can get a pretty good floor plan in there because I haven't done the floor plan yet for it, but yes. And then this is the other one. Obviously, I haven't done a floor plan for it. I haven't even finished the exterior of it yet, but I'm really pleased with how this area turned out. It looks pretty realistic, and I can't wait to see it with seasons turned on and like the Sims actually playing there. But that is the end of the tour video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.